Wow, a lot of people like horses. Okay, it's time for the player update for the first episode, episode 1, of the August 2015 Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, Equestrian Estate. And a lot of people signed up, and a lot of people played. And let's start with the team, the husband and wife team of Lightbringer and Heatherby. Okay, they decided to split up and each go to the separate dungeon. So Lightbringer went to the one coordinates and Heatherby went to the other. Okay, Heatherby is at the wrong coordinates, but she's close. She found the abandoned mine shaft, but she hasn't found the dungeon yet, or the chests. Lightbringer found the zombie dungeon off in the far plains at 770, and that's as far as I got. So pretty good start, a lot further than I got. In my world, I started mining towards the first dungeon and didn't even reach it by the end of the first day. Okay, next let's talk about the Gophercraft crew, which in this case is Scody Garbitas, Optimus 1971, and Piker Eyes. They went to the first dungeon, found the abandoned mine shaft, found the spider dungeon, got the saddle, one saddle, also found other chests in the abandoned mine shaft and got melon and pumpkin seeds. They also found gold. They spent, after they got the chest, after they conquered the dungeon, the spider dungeon, they spent the rest of their episode exploring the abandoned mine for resources, which seemed like to be a really good use of their time because they got a lot of resources. Of course, they've got a lot of armor to make for 3 people. So next is Tecna scribe. Tecna scribe didn't get any free leather at the beginning of her episode, which is really a jip. You know, I was including the free leather so that people could make enchanting tables this month, you know, and enchant stuff for a change. I thought if everyone gets it, then it would be, you know, we wouldn't have to kill any animals, and it would be a, you know, level playing field. But she didn't get any free leather, so I told her she could kill one horse to get her promised free leather if she wanted to, and she said she would think about it. Okay, she did make a farm, which is more than Scody and Optimus and Piker Eyes did. She collected some eggs from some friendly chickens. She went mining for iron, and she found some iron, but not enough for a full set of armor. Next, we have Ben of the Sell In Gaming channel. He found some red mushrooms in the forest, and I have seen other players find brown mushrooms, so I know they're out there. He pushed 2 horses into a pond and made a little dirt barricade around it, or a dirt berm, so that they couldn't get out. Then he went to the spider dungeon, got the saddle, also did a little of exploring of his own, and got pumpkin and melon seeds from a abandoned mineshaft chest. Okay. Next we have J-Gaz Mom. J-Gaz Mom made a wooden hut. I wouldn't call it a house. It's kind of tiny. It could be a tiny house. Okay. And then she spent the evening mining. Next we have a large team, OG and friends. That's like all the friends that OG has are there, I think. You know, I would list them all, but then I'd end up missing several people and they'd feel left out, so I'm not going to list them all. But they Crafter, one of the kids named Crafter, died toward the end of the episode, and they decided that they weren't going to restart because they've already put too much time into it, and so they're continuing on. Okay, they made a wood house. He also put a nice fence around it, so they have a nice fence, and they have a tree farm, which I guess you can eat apples from a tree farm. Next we have Tim Obert, aka Captain Hook 5150. He got an apple from a tree that he cut down. He made a farm and he did some mining. So that was a productive start. Next we have Nuazusa. Nuazusa did the usual stuff, you know, punching trees, got the free leather. He made a wood house, and he had a close call with a zombie with an iron sword. Almost killed him, but it didn't. He survived the first day, and he'll be going on to the second episode. In fact, except for Crafter, nobody died in day one. Most of the people, some of the people did what I did, just got the leather and continued on, and their day numbers don't match the episode numbers, but most people grabbed the leather and then dug in, which I didn't think of, or I would have done that, but I didn't think of it. And so anyway, Stormbringer is next. Stormbringer, a new player this month, headed off toward the wrong coordinates, made a tiny farm, very tiny, got the saddle from the mine shaft, so apparently he got the right coordinates eventually. Also found another chest in the mine shaft, so he got seeds, and he collected quite a bit of iron and some gold from the abandoned mine. So great start, Stormbringer. Next we have Ron Smalek. He made a farm, and he's building his base in a grotto. That's like a underground pond, but his farm is not in the grotto, I don't think. Just his base is in the grotto. Okay, next we have another new player. His channel name is Boing Boing, except the B's are 8s instead of B's. So, Boing Boing. Okay, he made a farm. He got some apples when he cut trees down. He made a wood house. He did some mining, but he finished his episode hungry, so he needs to, even though he got apples, he still didn't have enough food, so hopefully he'll get some wheat from his farm. Next we have Batheart MC. He went pretty much straight for the saddle. Found the abandoned mine, fought the spiders, did some exploring, got a lot of iron and some gold. Next we have Conquering. Conquering made a wood house, did some mining and got some iron. Next we have Velk. Velk is a returning player. He's taken a few months off there, but he's back now. He's in the wrong world. He's got his structures off, which is going to cause a problem because his mine shaft is not going to be there. I don't know what effect that's going to have on the dungeons. They'll probably still be there, but I don't know if they'll be in the same locations or have the same stuff. I don't know how that works exactly. But he said that he's going to restart. So he might be producing another episode 1. But in this episode 1, he made a farm and he finished up hungry. Okay. Next is Granny's Got Game. Granny's Got Game made a farm, but she didn't put any torches on it, so it's not going to grow at night. It's only going to grow in the daytime, which is only 50% of the time, so she's going to have to wait twice as long to get food. Hopefully she'll get some torches on it soon. Next we have Andy Doan. Andy Doan made a farm. He got an apple from a tree, and then he went mining for iron. Didn't find any, but he's looking for it. Okay. Next we have Jade LF. She found brown mushrooms, so she should get together with the guy with the red mushrooms. Who was that? That was Ben of Sellin Gaming. Yeah. You check out Ben's episode, you can see where the red mushrooms are. You check out Jade's episode, you find out where the brown mushrooms are, and you can make mushroom stew. She made a wooden house. She made a farm. She went mining for iron. Got a little bit of it. And she came back up and made a fishing pole and went fishing. She hasn't caught anything yet. Next we have Baker Bell. Baker Bell also got no free leather. So, Tecna Scribe and Baker Bell. I guess there's a certain amount of chance involved there. Some people got 1 or 2, some people got 3, some people got 4, some people got 5. I think one person got 6. And Baker Bell and Tecna Scribe got 0. The luck of the draw. Okay, Baker Bell made a farm, and then she went mining for iron. Next we have another new player. Channel name is OneMondo98. OneMondo98 started out his episode by doing some caving. Yeah, some really awesome caving. He spent most of the episode caving, got a lot done. He got iron, made a water bucket. He made a farm underground in his cave base. He got some apples when he cut trees down. See, he ended his episode injured and hungry. So, hopefully he can get some food and regen and live to see another day. Next we have the team of Load Central, and they did something that really surprised me. They found a zombie dungeon that I didn't know about, that isn't that far away, that had saddles in it, and it's like almost on the surface. Well, so you can check out their episode if you want to see the coordinates to the extra zombie dungeon with saddles. 2 saddles I think is in there. So they also made a farm. Of course they have a lot of people in their team, so they can cover a lot of territory. Yeah, but I mean, I know in my second episode I'm gonna be going over there and checking out that zombie dungeon. That might be better than going down to the spiders. I don't know. Of course, I'm halfway to the spiders already, so maybe I'll go to the spiders and then come back up and go to that one. And just skip the far one. Okay, so Load Central made a farm. They made a combination dirt-wood house. So partially dirt, partially wood. It's pretty ugly. But they said they're going to fix it up. And they also did some fishing. Didn't catch anything, but they did fishing. Next we have Nova Cookie 232. He made a farm. He made a wooden house. He went mining for iron. Good start, Nova Cookie. Next we have Cherry Bitters. Cherry Bitters, see, when she got down to the spider dungeon, okay, she didn't just have spiders to deal with. There were also 2 creepers in the dungeon with the spiders. Well, she defeated all the spiders and the creepers and got all the stuff. Like a boss, okay? And then she also went down the abandoned mine hallway and got gold. So, awesome start. Next we have Boonslayer. Boonslayer made his trademark mini farm, and then he went mining for dungeons, kind of like me. He went mining in the direction of the dungeon, hasn't got there yet. Okay. Next we have Smithy. Smithy got apples from trees. He found the abandoned mine shaft. He got melon and pumpkin seeds from a chest in the abandoned mine shaft. I'm assuming he got the stuff from the spider dungeon, but I don't have it written down here, so I'm not sure. Next we have Life with Teens and Other Wild Things. She made a farm. She made a base in a hillside, and she spent the evening mining for iron. Okay. Next we have Program Ninja. Program Ninja got some apples, and he made a farm. And that's about all he did. Okay. Next we have John Fall 92. John Fall 92 is the only one that I saw that made it to both the dungeons in the first day. He went down to the first dungeon and got the stuff, the spider dungeon, and got the stuff out of there, came right back up, made a run for the far dungeon at 770, and just after sundown he made it to 770, dug down there, got the stuff out of the zombie dungeon, came back up, and started running home in the dark, being chased by spiders and zombies and creepers and stuff. So it was like a race for him. He was moving fast the whole time. Okay, next we have another brand new player, first time. The channel name is Lefarian, I think. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right. Lefarian. It's L-E-P-H-A-R-I-A-N. Lefarian made a farm, did some caving, found enough iron to make full armor, and made the full armor and put it on. Okay. He did make his farm is kind of on the small side. Not tiny, but not big, small. Anyway, he ended his episode hungry, but he's living off of zombie flesh. So, at one point he did take a half a heart of damage from starvation, and he noticed that he was starving and he didn't have any food except zombie flesh, but he ate his zombie flesh and regened back up. So now he just needs his wheat to grow. And finally we have Pizza Pie. Welcome back, Pizza. He's one of the players that has been with the MHC the longest. He was in the very first MHC, so he's been doing this a while. Off and on, he misses months here and there due to schedule conflicts, but he's in this month. He found the spider dungeon in the first episode, but he has not captured it yet. He still has to get down in there and kill all those spiders and get the goodies. So Pizza, if you're listening, you might want to check out Cherry Bitter's episode, and she'll show you how to capture a spider dungeon that's full of creepers. Okay, this is Mike Deering signing out. I'm sorry if I missed your episode. This happens every month. The first episode, is the one with the most players, and somebody posted an episode and I haven't heard about it yet, and it didn't show up on my feed for some reason. So I'm going to apologize ahead of time because I know that I missed somebody. Okay, if I knew who it was, I would go there and watch them. But if you let me know in the comments, I will make sure and catch your second episode. Okay, this is Mike Deering, signing out.